Hey, welcome to Pullup Daily. New shirts. Look good, right? Alright, so today I'm going to talk about what are my 6 favorite exercises. So if there was only 6 exercises, someone told me I can only do 6 exercises. These are going to be the ones I can do. And I'm going to start off with a deadlift. So deadlifting is a big posterior chain exercise. We get to work our hamstrings, glutes, and it's certainly one of my favorite exercises. When I lift heavy, I prefer to deadlift over squatting. So deadlifting is going to be one. And I'm going to follow that up with a more explosive version of deadlift, the Kettlebell Swing. So we want to make sure I want to make sure in my routine to keep some explosive training in. So kettlebell swinging helps get that hips moving explosively. It gets a metabolic demand, much more of a metabolic demand than just deadlifting. And it really ingrains that same movement pattern. Third one is going to be a full body movement. It's a get up, or a Turkish Getup it's sometimes called. And this is another kettlebell exercise. I really love training with kettlebells personally. One, for the convenience factor that I have a few of them right here in our apartment. And it's just like, with such a small amount of space, we can do so much. But back to get-ups, there's not one muscle in your body that's not working. If you've ever done these, you know what I mean. And I just love the core and the stabilization required to do these properly. So, third is Turkish Getups. My fourth one is going to be a front squat. I personally prefer front squats way more over back squats. I love the uprightness of the torso, and it's much more of a core demand. So, and I would do, we can do it with a barbell or a kettlebell, sometimes called a goblet squat, but it's still that same upright torso demand. So all 3 of those have been lower body dominant. The next 2 are going to be upper body dominant. So I'm going to go with a pull-up as my 5th one. I love bar training and doing all that kind of hanging around monkey stuff. So pull-ups are probably one of the best upper body movements we can do. So I'm going to say pull-ups, that's 5. And for 6, I was tossing between overhead press and bench press. I personally like overhead pressing a little bit more, but like thinking about, man, I can only do 6 exercises. I'm probably going to lean towards bench press just because pulling up and overhead pressing are very similar motions. We're working in that same vertical plane, whereas here I get a little more horizontal plane. So again, a tough one, but I'm going to go with bench press as number 6. And as you can see, with all of these movements, they're really all multi-joint, big muscle movements, so we get a lot going on here. We tend to favor big muscle movements like this at Pullup Daily. We don't do too much isolation. Do we do some? Yeah, sure, of course. But if I had to pick between like only 6 exercises, I'm not going to waste my time with an isolation. And you know what? When it comes to only having a half an hour to work out, I'm going to favor these big motions, and I'm going to favor these exercises that require so much out of your body. So there it is, our 6 favorite exercises. And you know, this may evolve from time to time, but right now, those are definitely my favorite exercises. Have a good day, everyone.